Good morning, May 21. Very sunny out. It's about 10 a.m. We had a nice rain last night. Everything is definitely greening up. You can kind of see treetops. Oh my God, starting to look pretty beautiful. I got a few things I want to accomplish today. I did hook up the freezer to a power station in here. I'm just testing it to make sure it's going to go all night. Let's see what we're at here. Oh, 60%. That's good. And she's nice and cold, so I think I can start using it. When it kicks in and out. When it kicks in, it takes about 60 watts. So as long as I can make it through the night, we're good. I just got 2 panels hooked up to the power station there. But anyway, I think that's going to work for the sunny, warm months. And then in the winter, once again, I just unplug it and use the coldness to keep it going. And then over in the greenhouse, things are coming along. Let's see. Yeah, one thing I want to make sure I do today is transplant these sunflowers. They're getting pretty big. They're going to be falling over pretty soon. So we get that transplanted. The other plants are doing all right. I'm going to level out these totes and start burying. I've got a valve system rigged on here. I'm going to put the same on both. I just have the garden hose because it'll be down about foot down there and then buried to ground level. And we'll fill her up and yeah, be easy to water stuff. Plus the thermal mass of all the water will help heat the greenhouse more. Beans coming along good. Gonna transplant some of them outside. Get them crawling up the outdoor shower. Grapes, lettuce. I'm not sure what the heck that is. I ordered some weird seeds from Amazon and I'm just trying to get them to go. Trying different stuff. I got a pineapple over in the corner here from this grocery store. I heard if you cut them off, of course I ate most of it, then I'm going to try and get it going. Even as for the summer, will be kind of cool. Yeah, and watermelon. Watermelon's coming up. So lots to do, always lots to do. And then over in the garden area, my fruit bushes are coming up. Cherry bushes, berry bushes, several different types. And I got to fill up these raised beds, get them useful. I got some carrots planted here, onions over there, different herbs over here. Oh, I actually got too much going. I get kind of, I don't know if anyone else, but I get kind of addicted to planting stuff. These are Saskatoon bushes, just starting to come back up again. Like I say, it was interesting to see what survived the winter. Apple tree. So yeah, lots to do, but we'll get some done. And in this video, I'll just kind of show you kind of some of the things we're going to be doing. My pond that I made up is doing all right, holding water. Anyway, it's not all seeping out the bottom, so the clay must be holding it. But I got to do some shovel work and level this out, cut this out a bit more, and then put more rocks around. There's a lot more rocks came up in the field. Every year the frost pushes up more rocks, so I'll take the quad and the trailer, go get some more rocks, and I'll be able to bring them right in. A lot better than just using the wheelbarrow. So let's get at her. Now, last year I planted all along here Jerusalem artichokes. They're supposed to come up every year. Doesn't look like much activity yet. And then I planted just about a week ago, or a week and a half, the same time I planted the sunflower seeds in the greenhouse, I put some out here. But the ones outside are not coming up yet, looks like. I'm wondering if this ground is too wet, if that's the situation. But anyway, there is quite a bit of moisture here. But I think I'm going to put the sunflowers around, kind of around the perimeter of the garden. And that way it'll attract bees and for pollination and whatnot. And I'm going to stick some down my paths. So it's something to look at while you're walking through the bush. This in here was a fig, I believe a fig tree or bush that I brought from BC. But I don't think it made the winter. I'm too optimistic sometimes. But I'll put a sunflower in here. What's up, Puss Puss? I'll put a sunflower in. And be a good spot for one. Supposed to get about 8-10 feet high, I believe. So that'll be interesting. Throwing in some ashes in this dugout I made last year, because I can see the water's going down, so it's not sealed up like the other one. Must not be enough gray, not gray, clay here. Must not be enough clay. So, yeah, just trying to throw a little ashes in. I think it'll help seal it a bit, from what I understand, but it makes it a little too alkali. But I'll just be careful and not use a lot of this for the plants. Just want to see if I can get it sealed first, and then eventually it'll be helpful for me. Rhubarb coming up. I don't know if you remember last year the bear was here and he knocked down the birdhouse and he trampled the rhubarb to death. I thought it had it because there was nothing left, but this starting to come up about a week and a half ago. It started sprouting up. This is one I added. This raised bed is full of rhubarb. Now I know they need to be spaced, but once they start growing up better, I'm going to have a big rhubarb patch here. You know, you got to dream. When you're a Canadian dreamer, you got to dream. So that's another thing I'm into. Okay, this pear tree is looking kind of sick, but I do see it starting to bud here. So I think it made the winter also. So that's good. But what I like to do, I don't know if it's recommended or not. A lot of things I do are not probably recommended. But I'm going to put the sunflower beside it. That way when I'm watering and stuff, I don't have to guess where everything is. I don't have to mark everything and guess where everything is. But I don't think the sunflower is going to steal too much moisture. And if it does, I'll just water it a little more often if the peach needs more water. I'm not peach, I mean pear tree. So yeah, I've got a bunch left yet, and we'll get them in, then I'll move on to my next project, I guess. Okay, next I'm gonna transplant this goji berry. I got some more round raised beds in. I think they're only about a foot across. But I like to stick them in a raised bed even though it's overkill. I just like to have them all separated out kind of, so I know exactly what it is and where it is. Yeah, so I kind of like these. These are just go around with 6 of these pieces, and it comes with the bolts and nuts. Screw it all together. It takes a bit of time, but it's all right. And they provide a little screwdriver and wrench if you need. And yeah, I think there's 4 of them for about what were they? I think they're about 45 bucks, 50 bucks or something for 4. It's not bad. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description. There we go. I get them all in loosely just with my hands, and then I can go around with the tools provided and tighten her up. Could use a little rechargeable drill, I guess, but you don't have to be that lazy, right? I get this tightened up, then we'll put the goji bush into it. I think I'll put her right here. Fill it up. I like to put some cardboard, branches, leaves, and then some topsoil on top. Imagine that. I have some straw left over from when this winter I covered up my gray water tank. I like to use that too. A little bit of filler, holds moisture a bit better too. Put a little bit of straw in. Beautiful. Got to spread out the roots. What I got in this barrel here, I put my kitchen scraps, vegetables and whatnot, everything except don't put any meat. And then make kind of a fertilizer. Give the goji a good little shot. There we go. Goji is good. Now, I got most of them all right here in the garden, you see. Although I am putting some out in the forest because I'm building a food forest. But I want to build my food forest actually out in the forest. But I know animals are going to eat a bunch of it. But that's why I'm keeping a bunch of it here too. So they can put some deterrents and keep them away. But you know, everything's coming along slowly but surely. Now the next thing I want to do here, I don't want to make the video too long and bore you people, bore you great awesome people that watch, but I got these milk carts off my bro and my sister-in-law. I'm gonna plant some potatoes, not potatoes, what did I get? I think they're in the truck here, because I already planted pile of tomatoes, probably over 100 plants. I'm gonna try these babies. They're kind of earth apples. Purple magic seed potatoes. Well, I guess they're a potato, but they're purple. I'm gonna try I heard you can grow them in these crates. So I'm gonna try some of these, set them up. I can show you quickly what I did down here too. Things just keep popping into my mind, you know, as I go. I've probably got, what do you call that? Attention deficit disorder. But anyway, along here, the creek bed where it was going there before I blocked it off here, I planted like 60 or 70 potatoes. Because I'm just going to let them grow in the wild, you see. Same with this side. I got different things planted, vegetables and whatnot. And I'll just let it grow. If it grows, it grows. If not, we learn. I got a bunch of peppers in here and stuff. I don't know. I like to try different stuff. See what we can get done. Okay. First time doing this, these potato towers. But according to the internet, according to YouTube, we put straw, layer of straw, then some topsoil, and then some potatoes. I'm going to cut them in half, just to make sure the eyes are up. A little more straw, a little more topsoil. And more potatoes. Okay, I got 3 towers. I didn't want to go 3 high, less chance of them falling over, you know. So we got 3 high, and should work well. I'll give them a bit of a watering here. And oh, in this bed here, it's all full of potatoes and onions and a few carrots. So if my potatoes come up, you know, even 80%, 60, 70, 80%, I'm going to have potatoes coming out my ears. But speaking of potatoes, I'm going to go have a little lunch. I've been doing the 18-hour fast. Actually, it feels good. So basically, I don't do breakfast. And after about 5:30 p.m., I don't eat anything. Hey, Puss Puss. And I don't feel hungry, and I have more energy. Hey, Puss, what do you think? Yeah, so we'll catch you on the next video. Stay tuned, subscribe, because you're going to want to see how these turn out, right? Right on, take care.
You know, one day you're going to get that dream. And then you're going to realize it was never the money or the things. What made it worth it was the person you became along the way.